Biohazard warning. Entering contaminated zone. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only. Backup activated. System rebooted.
What's going on, nation? Your boy Sly here. Sorry that I haven't uploaded much here recently. I have been just straight balls to the wall playing these updates, trying to get much as done as possible, and I have fallen way behind. Sorry about that. I'm trying to catch back up. Anyways, the big topic recently is the Incursion. A Cheeze has been found, and I didn't even notice, but when I came back to Twitter this morning, my message box was flooded with people asking for a movie on it or if I knew how to do it. And it's kind of funny because I read that right after I just tried it for the first time. I heard it was discovered on Reddit first, so props to whoever took the time to sift through this and figure it out, because I definitely do not have the patience for that. But let's get to it, guys. This works for hard and for challenge mode incursions. However, unless you beat hard first, you cannot run the challenge mode, and remember, you have to have a gear score of 180 to do challenge. It's gate lock, so remember that. Those are two things you need to take into account. So I recommend doing hard mode first just to get a feel for it, and if you're lucky, you'll get some awesome gear from it. Now, you're guaranteed a gear set item for your first playthrough every week, so it is definitely worth it. Although, is this really an easier way to do it? I don't really know, but since people are asking, I will succumb to the Cheeze, but it definitely takes a long time. So first off, you're going to need to set about 45 minutes to a few hours, depending on which one you do, to get this done. Like I said, it is not a speed anything, but it is stupid easy, and it will probably get patched super soon, so you might as well get to it. Speaking of get to it, let's get to it. Start up the Incursion. Get going, guys. Just start simply running past everything. I mean, the drone, the first wave of enemies, everything. Go down the ladder, reach the door, and when you're at the door, this is the area you're going to stay at. Now, do not run around the corner once you open the door. You know, if you've done the Incursion before, you know that you have to wait for the glass to break, and then you have to drop down. Don't go over there at all. Stick right as you open the door into that area only. You do not want to start it. If you do, you have to restart it and try again. So, what you're going to do is you're going to start off by equipping your mobile cover with Extended Mod once again. I'm sure the designers have hated that they got this into the game. So what you can see here is my buddy is trying to run between these two boxes. Now, the idea is that you're trying to run between these two boxes and simultaneously double tap your left bumper, or at least it's for me, it's left bumper, to get your mobile cover to pop out. And what happens is it pops out and then through the window, and your character clings with it, and you just glitch right on through. You probably won't get through it your first try, so just keep trying and keep taking it. I mean, it's going to take a while to get through, but it is totally possible. Just keep running, keep double tapping whatever bumper you selected to be your mobile cover, and just keep at it, guys. What you want to do is your first press, you want to press the bumper your first time about halfway to the window. Then you want your final press to be about a foot away from the window, and this way it'll give him a little room to do the animation to throw it out, and then pop, you're in, ready to go. Here you can see me and my friend both did it at the same time by accident, but either way, my other friend popped in right behind us. I'll restart this one more time so you guys can see it in action. As you can see, pop, pop, in, you're good to go. Now, because you didn't start it, the enemies are stuck in their fighting animation and constantly battling each other. You can just run right by everything and head up to the armored personnel carrier. Don't worry, he's not going to shoot. Nothing hurts you here. I know it's kind of weird, but hey, it is definitely a good thing. Alright, so next up, this is going to be a terribly long and slow process. Now, you can't damage this thing with bullets, but what you can damage it with is the explosions that do critical damage. So that means the sticky bomb with the BFB mod. And in order to make this go as fast as possible, you're going to try to get all of your electronics for every member of your team as high as it can go. Don't worry about DPS, don't worry about health. Even if it dumps your gear score down to nothing, get your skill level as high as possible. The more skill, the higher the damage, the less time it's going to take. Frag grenades do a little damage as well, and also explosive rounds, but it's best just to stick with the sticky bomb and grenades. The rest is pretty much a waste of time. Explosive rounds do only, 1,500 damage, only if it's critical, so it rarely hits, and when it does, it's not very high, comparing to a sticky bomb that does like 200,000 or more, depending on your skill. Also, if you have any armor that has skill haste, then slap that on if it jacks up your skill. If not, don't worry about it. Stick with high skill over everything else. For your second skill, you're going to want the support station. healing grenades, and smart cover. Basically, you're looking for anything that can get your skills to cool down. As you can see here in the video, sit right by this box, use it every time you have it. Now, I stayed in the same spot the entire time. Spray your smart cover when it's available, shoot your sticky bomb under the APC or in the tire wheel well. Sometimes you can get a really high blast damage, sometimes you can't. It's a percentage thing, there is no sweet spot here. So use the support station, healing grenades, and smart cover all in the same area. You're trying to stack your cooldown as much as possible so your sticky bomb comes back super fast. Like I said, shoot the APC in between the tire wheel well and just keep blasting it over and over and over. Remember to refresh your support stations and smart cover as often as you can. You whittle it away and then eventually, boom, you are done. Collect your loot. That is it, ladies and gents. Gear set and a high-end drops right here. Now, this was done in hard mode, so take that into consideration, and it took about 35 to 45 minutes. It can go faster if you have all super high skill level on your team, and a good number to shoot for is probably, I'd say, 30,000. More is definitely better, but it's hard to get that high unless you were looking for it since the beginning of the game. But that's all she wrote, y'all. It's super easy, not very quick, completely boring, but if you are hurting for gear, this is definitely one way to get it. If you do challenge mode, you can get up to 209 gear score items. Hard mode drops at 191, and it's worth noting that once you get your gear, just leave the group to get out. Now, if you do this in challenge mode, however, it will take you twice as long, and one person has to stay inside the challenge while the others leave the group. Once they leave, they will all get their Phoenix credits for beating challenge mode. However, that last person that leaves will not. He has to stay in there while you leave the group and then respawn elsewhere to get it. If you all leave at once, no one will get the 40 Phoenix credits, and then you'll be trying to get it back again. So that's a decision you'll have to make, and that's totally up to you. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to share this with you if you didn't know about it yet. And for those that asked me to make this vid on it, there you go. Shout out to my buddy Judas who told me about it, but I am out, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and this is your boy Sly. Done, gone, out.
Ammo inbound. Zone B secure.